and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing my review and wear test on the new NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. They came out with a few other products in the Bear With Me line, but this is the only one that really piqued my interest and I decided to pick up. So if you want to see my first impressions and review and wear test on the new NYX foundation, then just keep on watching. So as I said in my introduction, this is the Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. So technically not a foundation, it is a skin veil, which implies that it is pretty light coverage. So the main claims are: provides a fresh-faced look, evens out skin tone, great, provides seamless coverage, so that implies that it does have a certain degree of coverage, which any complexion product should. Breathable, weightless formula, love that. Skin looks luminous, love that. Does not streak, that just kind of goes without saying. I feel like that's not one that you typically see. And then provides up to 8 hours wear. So it says up to 8 hours hydration on the side, but then it is also 8 hours wear. Unfortunately, this will not be a full day wear test, so we won't be able to test that 8-hour claim because it is already 6 p.m. Currently 6:05, we'll make the check-in time 6:15. So hopefully I'll be able to wear it for 4 or 5 hours and see how we like it. I've already gone ahead and moisturized my face. I have primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I know how this works with foundations and I'm confident using it and knowing how it affects my foundations and my skin. Then I've decided that I'm going to do half of my face with just this product and then half of my face with this, and then also concealer just to see how it works with concealer. And for concealer, I'm going to use the Essence Camouflage Plus concealer. This is one of my favorites and I'm very used to working with it. It's not very drying, so it shouldn't cause any cracking or any creasing where there shouldn't otherwise be. I'm pretty familiar with how it works. And I am going to go and apply all of it with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. This is a brand new one. My other one was getting powder in it and I think affecting how my product applied, so I got a brand new one out. It is a pretty thick consistency, which I think is a little bit surprising. It is starting to run down and drip a little bit, but I feel as though lightweight foundations are typically very watery and more liquidy. This one seems to be a little thicker, perhaps a gel-like consistency. Yeah, it feels like it's kind of like a thicker gel consistency, which is interesting. Definitely feels very hydrating on the back of the hand, and that is how the shade blends out. And again, that is the shade Pale Light. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. Okay, so that is how my face looks with one layer applied. Coverage is definitely very minimal. Don't think that it gives a super dewy finish to it. It says skin looks luminous. I wouldn't necessarily say that my skin looks luminous or dewy. I think that it just looks very skin-like, which in turn can make your skin look a little more luminous and natural rather than mattified. So I'm gonna go ahead, do one more layer, and then we are going to go in with concealer on the left side and see what that does for my skin. Okay, so that is how the second layer of foundation applied. I think that gave a bit more coverage, but I definitely don't believe that you could build it up beyond this. I think this is about as far as it goes coverage-wise. So if you do have acneic skin, this definitely will not be a full coverage or medium coverage foundation. It is definitely a lightweight skin tint type coverage, but I do really appreciate the thicker, more gel-based hydrating formula. So let's go in with this concealer on just the left side of my face and see how that works with the foundation formula. Okay, so that is where I'm applying the concealer. Definitely did a good amount because I want to see how it covers, and then I also do have a lot of acne on the side of my face, so we want to see if this works well with the concealer and if you can get it full coverage by applying a concealer on top. This is how I would wear it on a daily basis. To work, I would go ahead and apply a thinner foundation and then concealer concealer, probably do a bit of brows, maybe mascara, lip color, and then I would call it a day. So for complexion, if this ends up being really nice, so far I think that looks pretty good. If it ends up being really nice feeling and a decent amount of coverage, especially built with concealer, then I think this could be a really, really nice daily option for most. So that is how we are looking with the added concealer blended out. I think that looks pretty good. That is about the level of coverage that I would like on a daily basis for work or just for every day when I'm not filming or when I'm not doing a full face. I think that is a nice level of coverage just to cover up any acne spots you have and even out your skin tone. Even on this side where my skin is not as problematic, I think this area here really evened out the skin tone nicely. I think the texture and the finish of the foundation is awesome. My skin feels really, really nice. Doesn't necessarily feel like I'm wearing makeup apart from the slight bit of tackiness, but typically I get that with moisturizers anyway, although moisturizers are a little bit more greasy than they are tacky. I do think that it is pretty pale. It does match my neck. That is just the reality of things. I am a very pale person, so I like that they have a shade light enough for me. It is currently 6:20, so 6:15, 6:20 is going to be the check-in time. I'll try and check in every hour for the next 4 or 5 hours, see how it wears with the concealer and then how it wears on its own. So far so good. We will check in and see how this holds up over the next couple hours. Currently 8:20. So the foundation has been on for 2 hours. It's held up really, really well considering I didn't set it at all. You can definitely still feel that it's a little bit tacky, which I'm okay with. I rather have that than have to powder and feel a little bit cakey and dry. I think this is a really good everyday natural coverage. You can build it up with concealer, obviously. It's a nice option for people that don't really want to wear foundation on the daily. And that is all that I have for now. I will talk to you guys in another 2 hours or so. Currently 10:30 at night and I really just want to go and remove my makeup, not because it feels gross, just because it's late and I'm tired. But I just wanted to give my final update on the foundation. I think it still looks pretty good. Obviously I have a little bit of oil in here. You can definitely still see my spots coming through, more so than when I first applied my concealer and the tinted skin veil, but it's still very even, especially on my forehead. Everything looks just a little bit smoothed over, a little bit even. In that 4 hours, it has held up pretty well, pretty much like I would expect my foundation or concealer to. It didn't really crease under the eye. You could get a little more coverage with this, of course, by adding powder, some MAC Studio Fix. You could build up some nice coverage. I'm excited to continue using it. I also just ordered the new NYX foundation. NYX is just dropping new complexion products. So I ordered the new Dewy Skin foundation. I ordered it from Ulta, so hopefully I can get that and we can put that up for next Tuesday's video. I think as of now, I'd give it a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Does what it's supposed to do, held up pretty well. So be sure to give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so and turn on the notifications so that you can be notified when I upload. But if you didn't know, my new upload schedule is every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, I hope that you guys had an absolutely awesome day and thank you so much for watching. Bye.